I'll be honest with you. I was literally going to start this watch along by trying to hum the Jurassic Park theme tune, and then I couldn't get
Gave up.
anything but the Star Trek theme tune out of my head.
What?
And I really didn't want to just start going because that's just completely wrong to
And I
what
was
we're
about to
doing.
sing it, and now you put that in my head.
Yes,
But you
hello.
are not excited about this at all.
Well, I like to say I'm very excited at the start of watch-alongs and live discussions and videos and other such things. But if we were doing Jurassic Park, I would be saying I'm very excited. I like Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, great. I've never seen Jurassic World, Janine, which is the movie we are watching today for our latest It's a Wonderful Podcast watch along. Because, hello, Delicia in the chat, Jurassic World Dominion is coming out at the end of this. Is it this coming Friday? I think.
Yes.
Hello, Marie,
Hi,
in the chat as
Marie.
well. So we want to prepare, and Janine basically decided, Morgan, it's about time you watch the Jurassic World movies. Even though I
Yes.
say to Janine, why? I'm perfectly happy with the Jurassic Park movies.
Just another series of films you've avoided like the plague, but now
I
the
haven't
time
though.
has come.
No, I haven't though. Incorrect, because I really like Jurassic Park.
Yes,
I really like Jurassic
films,
Park,
you just
and I actually
decided.
quite like The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3.
I
used to
know.
watch Jurassic Park 3
I'm
an awful
aware.
lot when I was a child. So
I'm
shushy,
saying this.
shushy, shush, shush.
I'm not talking about Jurassic Park in general. I'm talking about these series of films.
But it's still the same thing.
Carla.
People have you believe. Hello, Carla, in the chat as well. People have you believe it's the same thing. It's not the same
I'm
thing.
telling you, you've avoided watching these world movies like the plague.
They ruined the Universal ride by turning it into Jurassic World instead of having it Jurassic Park. Does it even have the theme tune in it anymore, Janine? Does it? You've been
I think it does
recently.
Yes.
It better had to. I will be most upset. But no, let's
crack on.
Let's just crack on. Let's crack on, as I like to say. Yes. Let's start. Let's watch the movie. Jurassic World. Little over 2 hours we're going to be here for, I think, by the looks of
yes.
By the looks of this movie. I haven't seen it, but I do like Jurassic Park.
Yes, so this is Morgan's first time watch. He had no interest in watching this movie, but he is watching it now. He will watch Fallen Kingdom on his own, and then he will actually go to the theater and watch Dominion. Begrudgingly, but I appreciate
I
you.
will. While when the movie's on, I will actually explain why I'm doing that. Because I wouldn't do usually.
Not because you want to.
Not really because I want to. Even though out of them all, Dominion probably, you've got everybody back, haven't you?
Hi, Rose. Hello, Rose.
Oh, hello, Rose.
Rose is very intrigued by us.
Hi, Rose. Hello, Rose. That was very creepy. I shouldn't do that. Can you tell I'm not very good around small children? Is my voice soothing? Hello, Rose. How are you? How are you? As though you can respond to me.
Hello, baby Rose.
You're not old enough to respond to me yet, Rose. One day you might be able to say, I'm fine, thank you, Morgan.
I'm fine.
But not now. Not at the moment.
Hello.
Hello. Well, we've got a good chat to start. We might as well start, otherwise the chat will go, Janine. We don't want the chat to go.
I know.
Rose has to keep her lovely
excitement up.
Yes, the way we start these is, of course, Janine counts down 3, 2, 1, and on go, we press play right at the beginning of the movie. Not at the weird logo, not at any sort of advertisement, at the beginning of the movie. If you are watching along with us, that is where we are. Very, very beginning, 0000 on the movie. I am watching this on Prime today.
Ooh, so I own this movie on streaming, so I have it on Vudu.
Okay. Who's to say whose will be quicker, frame rate or not?
Yes.
Probably mine.
Your weird Britishy frame rate always just speeds up at a certain point.
Oh, dear.
So I always really have to start like 5 seconds before you. But we'll see what happens.
We certainly will. Well, we'll get into all sorts of discussion while the movie's on, Janine. Let us play.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, a Universal movie. How nice.
Yes.
I like Universal. Right.
And
so
another nice compliment about your lovely voice. You can read the phone book, Morgan.
Thank you, Carly. Yes. Actually, what I should do is put our new banner on screen.
We're so fancy. Look at us.
Because I mean, it's not that fancy, but it is useful. It is useful, and it does the job. It does the job, Janine. Basic.
I keep telling you this, Morgan. You have a great voice. Audio novels. He actually has some nice story readings on his channel.
On this channel.
On this channel.
On this channel.
I know you have some on the original Morgan channel as well, don't you?
This is the original Morgan channel. It was moved.
Oh, you moved.
It became It's a Wonderful Podcast.
Okay, well, on this channel.
It is on this channel. This is
Morgan
my
nice
personal YouTube
audio
channel. Yes. That, do you know what? I like that. I should do audio novels and you should just laugh.
Yes.
Probably at me doing audio novels. But no, there's some audio readings from myself on this very YouTube channel. But yes,
we have eggs, Morgan.
Eggs. You can't eat dinosaur eggs. You can't eat dinosaur eggs, Janine.
You cannot. I wouldn't recommend it.
Not at all.
It just harkens me back to the original film where he's like, push, push. Push, push. Oh, it's just a bird.
Dear. What a shame. Ooh,
Judy Greer, underutilized mother in several films.
Underutilized? I would say Judy Greer is almost overutilized as a mother in movies.
I mean, she doesn't have much to do.
She never has much to do. But Judy Greer herself is incredibly overutilized as a mother.
Yes.
She should be other things.
We've got our two MCU stars in this film, Ty Sheridan and Judy Greer. Stars of the MCU.
What's Ty Sheridan?
Not Ty Sheridan. This kid. What's this dumb kid's name?
I thought Ty Sheridan was the dude who played Cyclops in those X-Men movies.
Yes, I think that. I get all these white boys confused. What is this?
So do I.
Name?
I don't know the difference between Logan Lerman, Aaron Taylor Johnson,
right,
and some other people.
All these white.
Who is this dude? This dude in this movie, who I think is the same dude from
Love Simon. That's this Love
Simon.
Yes.
But then I also thought it was the same dude from the way back. Every white person with brown hair, I think, is the exact same person. I do. Every white boy teenager. There's just a serious group of them. It's Love Simon, though. It's definitely Love Simon.
Yes. Ty Simpkins. That's his name. Ty Simpkins. Yes. The kid from Iron Man 3 who showed up at Tony's funeral and everyone was like, who? Who's that? Because he was like way older.
Oh, the younger kid.
Yeah, Harley, the one he meets.
I was going to say that's not Love Simon. Love Simon wasn't in.
No, the older kid. The older kid is the Love Simon, but the younger kid is the kid from Iron Man 3.
I see.
Who showed up at Tony's funeral and everyone was like, "Who did?"
I get it. Okay. Yes, they are incredibly notable MCU stars, though. Yeah, so Ty Simpkin and Judy Greer.
Yes.
I'm singing Star Trek.
don't mind me eating on the stream. It's a mukbang stream again. I think you were eating on the last watch.
I was. Was it the last watch along, or was it the Doctor Strange discussion? Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, will it be the Multiverse of Madness discussion? I was definitely eating on something. I think it was that actually. Let's have a look at what people have been putting in the chat. Then I've been. Delicia says she sent us a picture. I'll have a look at the picture. Presumably of Rose, I would imagine. And Carla says, I could read the phone book and will be interested. Carla, that is too much of a compliment. That is absolutely not true.
It's just
the
facts.
Phone book.
It's facts.
It's the phone book, Carla. The phone book. The stream has turned into Janine Food ASMR. It has.
That's right.
So
the parks actually
Where's Sam
happened.
Neill? He's not there. Why?
Well, we'll see him 2 movies around.
Boo, no Sam Neill. Stupid. Look at it. Look at it. It's all too official. I want rough and tumble. Where's Richard Attenborough? I want things go. I don't want this fancy ass theme park.
You sound like Jake Johnson, who you'll see later in this movie, complaining like, that first park was legit. This is so stupid. Yeah, you were Jake Johnson from this movie.
Oh, that is, yes. Oh, Delicia, this is a precious photograph. I will not show the photograph for identity reasons, but this is a precious photograph, and I love it deeply. I've not seen hide nor hair of a dinosaur yet.
You saw it coming out of the egg at the beginning. That's all you get.
Stupid building. Where's the T? I thought the T-Rex blew up that building. Not blew up. Smashed through it. Blow up a building. Do phone books exist anymore? Do you know what? I've not seen one in a long time.
Yes.
An awful long time. Oh, it's Bryce Dallas Howard. Of course it's Bryce Dallas Howard. We know Bryce Dallas Howard's in this movie. We're not an idiot, Janine.
Yeah.
I say we, I mean me. The point is, you have a great voice. It's like your reading of The Raven. It's soothing. I'm glad you like my reading of The Raven. That is several years old now, and I could probably do a better job. I could probably do a better job these days, but it is here. Anyway, what I was saying about the reason I'm actually watching these movies, or we're actually watching these movies, is because of our new show, Janine.
Yeah.
Which is Monday Madness, which airs for the first time on Monday.
First episode. So yeah, we're talking about more topical things on that show, and this is a topical thing. So
yes. So
Morgan was forced.
Morgan's disappointment is immeasurable and his day's ruined. Thanks, dinosaur. I like that. Yes. But yes, Monday Madness. We're super excited about Monday Madness. It is a breath of fresh air for us, I think, in doing a show. It allows us much.
Oh, and look who's back! Look who's back!
Look who's back! Oh.
But now he's like evil.
Thought he was dead.
No,
He's not dead.
Die.
Oh, no, that was Sam Jackson.
Yes, we just saw his arm. I think the weather became too inclement to do his scene, his big scene, so they just had his arm hanging. He could still be alive somewhere with that cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
So no, the way Monday Madness is going to work. So, if you are a listener of It's a Wonderful Podcast on the podcast feed, it will just be there as a Monday show. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we are back with the audio shows, but it is also a video show. So it will also be on this YouTube channel. So it is pre-recorded. We have, in fact, just done it. Secrets for everybody. We have, in fact, just got done filming and recording the first episode of Monday Madness, which is why I'm saying it's actually going to be a thing, because it it came through okay, and I actually have the file. So it actually does exist and will exist on Monday. But no, so it is recorded. It is Mr. DNA. I'm sorry.
Dano DNA.
I'm just excited about Monday Madness, Janine.
I am as well. It's new, it's different, it's fun. So we'll see.
It's longer format. It's chilled out. It's talking about various nonsense.
Yes.
But it was really fun. Playing games. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's what we want to bring. So, yes, every Monday from now.
So much like the original film, these two are come to visit their aunt instead of their grandfather. She runs the park. But she's
Thank you, JMB. I hope you do.
She's too busy to hang out with them.
At least Richard Attenborough wanted to hang out with his children.
I am eating a firecracker salmon bowl. This firecracker salmon recipe kept popping up on my Instagram, so I'm like, well, I have to make it.
I'm also quite hungry. What have I eaten today? Some toast and 2 sausage bombs.
What? You and your toast.
We had a big barbecue last night, so we had sausages left over.
Ooh. So here's your guy, Jake Johnson.
There is Jake. There he is. Got a nice mustache.
He's wearing a Jurassic Park shirt.
Why would it be in poor taste just because it died?
Yeah.
Nobody went to the first park. The first park never opened.
No, it never did. Not the first film where Bryce Dallas Howard and Judy Greer play sisters.
Well, you can see why. I mean, they are probably the 2 most notable red-headed women in movies these days.
Well,
not that this is these days, as this movie is now 7 years
even at
old?
the start of their career, her and Jessica Chastain would get mixed up
Jessica Chastain. Yes, I forgot about Jessica Chastain.
People would mix the 2 of them up all the time, like casting people and.
Bryce Dallas Howard doing a good job as a director these days, Janine.
Yeah, episodes of Star Wars things,
which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Her dad taught her well.
Clearly. Not her brother, though, who looks weird. Is it a brother or Ron Howard? Is it Ron Howard's brother? Is Clint Howard Howard's brother?
Her uncle, her weird uncle.
Her uncle, who's just a weirdo.
I mean, they're both in The Help, right, Carla? Carla says she wants a movie with Bryce Dallas Howard and Jessica Chastain. They're both in The Help, but they're not playing any kind of relation.
As we all know, though, this movie is known for Bryce Dallas Howard running in her high heels.
There was a point in time where Brandon actually wanted to do an experiment for physics, trying to run in heels at a certain speed, and I was going to be that person. So I was going to get a red wig and everything in that white outfit and try to run heels. So who knows? Maybe we'll do that one day, but we'll see.
JMB says it took him far too long to realize that Bryce Dallas Howard was related to Ron Howard. I mean, well, it's not obvious. I mean, it isn't. What a terrible helicopter pilot! Fly your helicopter straight.
He's the rich man who owns the park now, and he just wants to fly. So, he's a
irresponsible.
He's a novice pilot.
If there's one thing you would like to think that the people of Isla Nublar would have figured out by now, Janine, it's not to be irresponsible.
Yeah, right. Well, they were very irresponsible because they wanted a new dinosaur with big, scarier teeth to impress
Mm.
the investors and people, and so they made the Indominus Rex,
Which
So
is
you
a
will see-
stupid name.
which
And I've
you'll
always
see.
hate. Do you know why? I think that's why I don't hate it. I think that's why I don't or never got into Jurassic World, because they made up stuff. Oh, it's the Super Megasaurus. What is it? A transformer?
It's a Power Ranger.
Get out my face. At least Jurassic Park had real dinosaurs in it.
Fair point.
Jurassic Park.
They're flying. He's very excited.
Every time I think about Jurassic Park, though, I just think about Alan Partridge. Janine, are you familiar with Alan Partridge?
I don't think I am.
There was a movie about 10 years ago. You know Steve Coogan?
Mm-hmm.
So one of Steve Coogan's most famous characters is Alan Partridge, who's should we call it I don't know, how the hell do you describe Alan Partridge? Basically, he's a talk show host who is just really kind of tone deaf and thinks he's the best, but he's just failing.
Not. Okay.
But everything's played ridiculously straight.
I mean, Carla, that's a good point to your point about the real dinosaurs, or Delisha.
Yes.
To be fair,
we
made up those dinosaur
but
names.
that was
too.
all
Yes,
based on Latin and things like that, wasn't it? Not some stupid, let's call it the huge, big, mega frightening soul.
Oh, but there's more. When you watch your Jurassic Fallen Kingdom on your own, you'll see.
No, I'm imagining there is.
At least this movie was kind of fun. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is kind of annoying.
I have heard not great things about Fallen Kingdom, but so yeah, Alan Partridge basically. So there was kind of like a mock talk show that came out first that Steve Coogan did, when he would like actually, it was structured like it was a talk show, but he would just be playing this character. And then there was like a sitcom with him called I'm Alan Partridge. And basically, he one time he gets excited about some news, and instead of saying like, yes, come on, he just goes, Jurassic Park.
What?
So I always just every time Jurassic Park comes up, I just want to go Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. We'll do that in the theater after you watch Jurassic World Dominion. JMB says, am I the only one who wants to hear Morgan say, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have
I'm not Scottish, though. I thought that guy from Pink Floyd was Scottish. I know what you're talking about. Do you want me to do it in the impression as well? I can do that.
Go for it.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? And then they all walk, and it's all weird, and it's Pink Floyd. That's how that works.
Nice. That was wonderful. Now I just want to hear you talk like Shrek.
No, that was my impression of Nolan. My impression of Nolan can get really mean.
Oh.
I'm for Glasgow. I like talking about people getting stabbed all the time. That's my impression of Nolan. That was a joke. Nolan should be no jokes these days when he sees them.
Yes. He's like a
look at that
legit comedian now.
Well, he's doing well. He's getting.
Yeah.
He's doing shows. Oh, it's Chris Pratt. Oh dear.
Okay. This is the most. I don't know what this difference this movie makes, but this is like the most attractive Chris Pratt has ever looked in anything to me.
Shame about Chris Pratt the person, really.
I know. It's very disappointing that he's kind of weird. And
I'm glad I made you JMP.
Yes.
You'd have been really disappointed if I did not get your reference as well.
weirdly the son-in-law of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right. Well, the thing is, it's not a political thing, though. It's a beat you over the head thing with him. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care if you're a religious person. Be whatever you want. I know some of the most wonderful people I know are religious people.
Mm-hmm.
And some of my dear friends have totally opposite political views to me. That is not my issue with Chris Pratt. My issue with Chris Pratt is that he's weird about it.
Yeah. Like, when you know you have a son with disabilities, and it's said to be part of the reason why your first marriage broke up, like, don't make a comment about "thank you to my new wife for giving me a healthy child." Like, this just does not come off very well. Like, his son with Anna Faris has like heart conditions and things like that, and like was a very sick baby, and so then he did this whole post to his new wife.
Vincent D'Onofrio. I didn't even realize.
Thank you for giving me a healthy daughter. Like, did you have to like throw the healthy in there? But yeah, this movie spends a lot of time instead of showing you. It shows you, and it likes to show you and tell you how cool he is.
What? How cool Chris Pratt is?
Chris Pratt is a cool guy. Like, just show him doing the cool things, and I'll think he's cool. You don't have to be like, "Oh, he's so cool," like every 5 minutes, which they do.
Why is he a cool guy though? Does he just? Oh, he's really good with the dinosaurs.
He's the alpha of these 4 raptors. He raised them as babies and trained them as babies. So he's the alpha to these 4 raptors. So Vincent D'Onofrio is like, we could weaponize this, and I want you to be in charge of using them for the military, of course, because you always got to have one of those people.
Is that why Vincent D'Onofrio is currently sporting that goatee?
Yes.
Just because it's quite a military style goatee.
Yes, I'm assuming so.
Grow a full beard, Vincent. Or be clean shaven.
Yeah, that's
you look
not a
fine
good in between.
Both.
Don't stand like that. You just look weird.
Yes, and don't stand like that.
Don't stand like that with that goatee. Like, do one or the other.
Why is he doing that?
like I don't know what that.
Stop sticking that to the forefront of the camera.
Yeah,
Vincent.
Like, I know you're supposed to be the smarmy kind of character, but I mean, you don't have to stand like that with that goatee on your face. And he was like a Navy veteran, so that's like, I don't know.
You don't want to weaponize dinosaurs.
You don't. That's not a good idea.
Bad idea.
Are you sure? Sounds like a good idea to me.
Stop doing everything as a weapon. Oh my God. You can't, Janine, you can't just have a nice theme park anymore without someone coming in and trying to turn it into a military operation.
Right? So tough nowadays.
They'll be going to Six Flags next and going, these roller coasters, we can use these for military reasons. Yeah, now some idiot's fallen in with the raptors. These raptors aren't anywhere near as terrifying as the raptors in Jurassic Park. Kitchen scenes and all that business. I mean, that's a good point. These movies are always about people thinking they know better and keep repeating the same horrendous mistakes. You would think they'd learn, but they really don't.
No, they sure don't. So here's the iconic scene.
Oh, yeah, him giving it this.
Yeah.
Doesn't speak English, Chris. It's a raptor.
It's like talking to a dog. Like, my dogs understand me to an extent.
Yeah, and I always say this to my own mum. Doesn't speak English. She's a dog. She speaks woof woof language.
She speaks woof woof language.
Bark bark language at 5 a.m. Well, that was dangerous.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Carla. He's a Navy SEAL. He's not just from the Navy.
Now is the time to start singing the song In the Navy by the Village People.
Go for it.
I will not do that.
Can I get in your outfit and do the dance? Which one are
I
you?
don't. I don't have a fireman's helmet or
Are you the
a Native American headdress or
yes.
or a jock
Isn't there a
strap. I
cop?
don't have a jock
There's a
strap
cop?
with me either. So there is
I
a
think there's
cop.
too.
I'm very tight clothing. Let's not talk about the Village People. You can do if you want. Why? No, let's not sing YMCA. Has absolutely nothing to do with Jurassic World.
Preferably in chaps. Oh, very nice. Yes.
I don't ride enough horses to own a pair of chaps.
See, but like if this was a real theme park, like this would be cute. Like the little baby dinosaurs, like a petting zoo kind of place.
Well, isn't this what they do at Universal? They have the come
they
and
have
meet
a dinosaur
the dinosaur, and they
yeah,
have the animatronic dinosaur.
Which I actually know the person who's in that dinosaur outfit, but I will keep their identity anonymous.
I thought the dinosaur they brought out was an animatronic dinosaur.
No, it's a person.
It's a human being in a dinosaur outfit.
Yes.
Please just message me in the private chat on StreamYard who this person is. Please do it now.
It was like literally me and Abby were at Universal, and we ran into somebody, and then like 2 seconds later, we see the dinosaur. We're like, "That is that person." It was pretty funny, pretty comical. And this babysitter's supposed to be watching them, but she's just basically on her phone the whole time.
That sounds about right. Look at all these people filming the T-Rex. Not taking in the memory.
And then there's just like this random storyline about their parents potentially getting a divorce. So.
That always has to be the case, yes. There's several divorce storylines in the original Jurassic Park movies.
But like nothing goes anywhere.
In Jurassic Park 3 is about to get divorced to, is it Taya Leone? Who plays his wife in that movie? Mm-hmm. And they have to go to Jurassic, to the island, because the son gets kidnapped or something like that, and it brings them back together?
Taya Leone lets her son go alone with her new guy she's dating.
That's right.
To this island.
And they get lost. And it's full of dinosaurs.
Yes.
And Sam Neill has to come back in. It's fun. Every time the guy in the movie is a veteran, they always have him be a Navy SEAL, a Ranger, or a Green Beret. The 1% of the military, what are the odds? Well, I don't know. Carla. I don't know what the odds are. You never tell me the odds. I'm like Han Solo.
Okay.
4-1? I don't know the odds. I'd be terrible at betting if I ever bet anything. What are the odds on that? 700 to 1. Oh, that sounds good. Bet.
Really?
This is why I don't do any of that.
Here's some more scenes. Show you. Oh, and great.
He's got a motorbike.
He's working on his motorcycle.
I got a motorcycle and I'm rugged. I live in a house that looks like I've built it myself.
Yes. Well, in the next movie, at the beginning, you actually see him building a house.
Oh, God. Well, yes, but Jeff Goldblum's in there.
And so then we throw some pretense in here that they tried to have a date, but she's too uptight. He catches a fly with his bare hands.
Does he think he is? Mr. Miyagi. These chopsticks going. Little Ralph Macchio going. Mr. Miyagi.
I mean, is this not like the best?
Mr. Miyagi, how'd you do that, man? I don't know why Ralph Macchio now
I
talks
learned
like. Why
it
does
from
Ralph
Owen.
Macchio talk like this now? It's not how Ralph Macchio talks at all.
What is that accent you're doing?
A appallingly stereotypical New York gangster by the sounds of it. Hey, what are you doing there?
There's this whole scene in the Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Chip and Dale movie.
Oh, don't start me on Alvin and the Chipmunks. You know that only leads to one thing.
No, that's why I was like, as soon as I said it, I wanted to just take it back. In the Chip and Dale movie, where they're like trying to go into disguise somewhere, and Chip is like, "You're not gonna do your New York voice, are you?" And he's like, "It works every time." And they literally just say a bunch of like, there's literally at the end of the conversation, they walk up, they're like, "Hot dogs, pizza."
Hey,
baseball. I like literally.
Hot dogs.
I'm walking here. Like they just.
Oh,
say a bunch of random New York things. I thought he was doing a Russian accent.
It must have been really. No. Russian accent's slower than that. I'm not going to do a Russian accent.
Well, you'll hear Jock and Hagar doing a Russian accent.
Oh, well.
Things. Have you watched it yet?
JMB says, I think when Leicester City won the Premier League a number of years ago, their odds were like 2. I think they were like more than that. I know people earned a lot of money off betting on Leicester that season. 2015? Did they win the league? JMB knows the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that shot. That was in every trailer.
Yeah. Morgan, did you know this tank opens up to the open ocean?
I hope they're keeping that dinosaur not like the whales at SeaWorld.
Do you think it would be a good design option to make this tank open to the open ocean, Morgan?
No, I don't. But I don't think it should be happening.
I'm just posing
like
that
the whales
question
at SeaWorld.
I'm just posing that question before you go into Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Oh dear. Why do I get the feeling the only reason they probably did that is because there was a story point as where someone who did all the stuff about the SeaWorld thing came in and said, this animal does not have enough space. And everybody says, no, you're right, it doesn't. It doesn't have enough space. Let's give it more space. And then they put a dinosaur in the Pacific. Do you know what, though? It's such a stupid name. What does Indominus means? I resent that comment, Bryce Dallas Howard, as when I was 4 years old, I used to love dinosaurs and could pronounce every single one of the stupid names.
Yeah, my nephew is 4 and he loves dinosaurs.
And this is why me and Jalen get on so well.
Yes.
Not that I've ever met him.
Because he's the alpha guy who knows about the dinosaurs, they brought him to we can't find her. She's just help us try to figure out what's going on with her.
Dinosaur names aren't that hard to pronounce. Archaeopteryx. There's one. Plesiosaur. There's another one.
Ooh.
Ichthyosaur. Pterodactyl. See, I could go on all day. I do like the watch-alongs, Janine. They're relaxing.
They
We
are.
have a nice little chat.
I
Watch
think
a
it's the best
movie.
way to watch a movie for you, one that you haven't seen, that maybe you didn't want to see.
It probably is, to be honest. Yeah, it probably is. And they're fun. They're always fun.
Mhm.
To be honest, after the and certainly like I said, we are incredibly excited about Monday Madness and our recording that we did before this watch along went really well. But
Yeah.
I think because we're not used to it, I was feeling a little bit of pressure
Yeah.
to make it good, to make it seem
Of
somewhat
course. And
what we
that's
want
new
it
for
to be
us.
like.
On
So it's a nice
here,
come down after
we
that.
can.
We know what we
Yeah,
know what we're
it's a
doing with a watch along. It's a watch along. You just ramble about
yeah,
nonsense.
it's a coming together of what we do on here with what we actually do on a podcast. So it was kind of like
Kind
trying
of
to
is.
find that balance.
It kind of is. It is a
Yeah.
balance. It is very much a balance of that. Except it, of course, doesn't have the live element.
Yeah.
I like the Jurassic Park ride, Janine. I do.
Well,
Nice
it's now
water
Jurassic
ride.
World ride.
Is it the one? No, I'm
It's
mixing
now
that up.
Jurassic World.
I know it's
themed.
now Jurassic. I know it's now Jurassic World. I'm aware of that. I was so thankful that when I went to LA and
Yeah,
you were
I'm
there,
glad we got a
Janine,
picture at the gate.
yes,
Mhm.
2018.
I'm glad we got a picture at the gate before they changed the name of the gate.
Yes, but it was actually still Jurassic Park, the ride at that point. They hadn't changed it. They hadn't changed it over yet.
Yeah.
As far as I know. As far as I can remember, I'm sure it was. I know I'd definitely been on the actual thing, so.
Oh my
I do
gosh,
like
run,
it.
run.
No offense to that gentleman, but he's not running anywhere quickly, is he?
And of course, they had to put the stereotypical thing of him eating, before this.
Mainstream movie after stereotype, Janine.
And he had to snatch up the guy who's not Chris Pratt.
He wouldn't snatch up Chris Pratt. No.
Oof.
Can we all, for a little minute, talk about how well Sam Neill has aged?
Yes, I mean he was 40 in his 40s when that started, which Laura Dern now has said it was probably not an appropriate thing to have us be a couple because we were literally 20 years apart.
Well, yes.
He was like 43 and she was like 23.
But there are couples like that, do you think?
Yeah. And if you're an academic mind, you kind of maybe want somebody who's more mature.
Quite possibly. But no, in that Dominion tree, I think his facial hair helps, but he looks great.
He looks really great. Like
it's not like I haven't
90s,
seen him. It's not like I haven't seen him in anything semi recently, like in the last. Well, probably. I don't know. Certainly in the last 10 years, I've seen him in a few things. So, Hunt for the Wilder People, the Taika Waititi movie. He was in that. That was good.
He was in Thor Ragnarok, right? You said
he was in Thor Ragnarok. He was. Yes, we're used to this at this point. Dinosaurs going to be all crazy. Do you know what? There's no horror in this movie, is there, Janine?
I mean, this is not scary to you?
No. I mean, no. Jurassic Park is scary. This is all a bit safe. This is all a bit big budget action movie for me. Jurassic Park is an adventure horror movie. this is a big
Yeah,
budget
he's
action.
handsome and he's top of his field in that world. I don't blame her for being with someone 20 years older. No, I'm just saying Laura Dern, the actress, actually said later, like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that was kind of probably not the most appropriate age difference to have, but okay, it is what it is. I mean, that's kind of was the dynamic at the time. You know, all your leading men were always older, you know.
Oh God, I mean, if you want to go that, you can go to really stupid lengths sometimes, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Let's put this person, he's mid-60s.
And have him be the romantic lead. I mean, how long was freaking
Against a 20-year-old.
How long were your Bonds doing that?
Oh,
You
for
know?
God's sake. Yeah. Bond's the worst for that.
Roger Moore.
Roger
yeah.
Moore at 93 in A View to a Kill.
My God. That's not nice.
He wasn't 93. No, he wasn't 93. He was old, though. He was about as old as DeForest Kelly in Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country.
Fair enough.
Who was old.
So Blue is obviously the favorite.
Yes, I know about
the
Blue.
Raptors.
I'm aware of Blue. Don't say poor Roger Moore, but there's nothing wrong. I like Roger Moore. I'm just saying he was old in that last Bond movie and he shouldn't have done it. Perfectly good actor. Perfectly good actor.
Yes.
Perfectly good Bond.
But like obviously as he got older, this chemistry with these ladies just was not playing very well.
No, you watch Live and Let Die and it's perfect. You watch Man with the Golden Gun and it's perfect. You watch Octopussy and A View to a Kill, it becomes a little bit odd.
Yeah.
Don't touch the dinosaur.
Yeah, they don't like you, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, Carla's
like
brought
that
up
goatee.
Sam Elliott. Janine, just calm down. Just
don't
get excited.
Carla, stop. Carla, stop.
Let's talk for the remainder of the watch-along about Janine's love of Sam Elliott.
I mean, who doesn't?
Just because he's deeply rugged. I mean, he is probably the most rugged actor you could possibly wish for.
Essentially, yes.
But even like today, even Sam Elliott now, surely not Sam Elliott now. I know he's still Sam Elliott, Janine, but
I mean, I think the last thing I saw him in was A Star Is Born. He still looked pretty good.
Janine, not to be ageist, Janine, but Sam Elliott is. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look how old Sam Elliott is.
Stop coming for Sam Elliott.
I'm not coming for Sam Elliott. I like Sam Elliott fine. Sam Elliott.
Why are you trying to shame me for being attracted to Sam Elliott?
I'm not doing. I'm just saying in 2 years, Sam Elliott will be 80 years old.
That's fine.
Sam Elliott was born 40 years before you, Janine.
I've seen relationships like that.
Yes. But they were in the 60s between a leading man when he was 65. That was in A View to a Kill, Janine. Carla's also attracted to Sam Elliott. Yes, Sam Elliott. Carla's sister is not even 25 and said Sam Elliott can get it.
See, stop coming for Sam Elliott.
Yeah, I understand slightly younger Sam Elliott, but a man who's 78 years old
can still be attractive.
Fine. Okay. It gives hope for us all, I suppose, doesn't it? Maybe I will be attractive when I'm 78. It's the mustache, isn't it, Janine? It's the mustache.
It definitely is the mustache.
And that I understand. Who is he? The owner, the investor, the new person.
Some rich guy.
No, yes, I know, but who is he? Who's the actor?
Who plays him?
I've seen him.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
What have I seen him in? And is he one of those unfortunate actors that gets typecast as evil, quote unquote, foreign guy?
Oh, Irfan Khan.
Irfan Khan. Yes, I recognise the name. What's he in?
Well, he's the guy. I think he's the host of the Slumdog Millionaire show. Is that him?
Possibly that's where I know him from.
Oh no, he's not the host, but he's in Slumdog Millionaire. Look at that big old hunk of dinosaur meat. Just ripped out its tracker.
I don't think you should create things that you need this much force to take down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a bit idiotic, really.
Yeah.
I appreciated Jurassic Park and the reasons behind it, because really the only reason Jurassic Park was a failure was because of the security systems. There was nothing wrong with what they were actually doing.
No. Well, I mean, somebody died at the beginning.
Well, yes, but he was an idiot.
It's terrible.
And I have no sympathy for idiocy, you know.
Yeah, but it was literally just Newman coming around and messing things up.
It was just bad security system. Because they were trying to replicate real dinosaurs. They weren't trying to take those dinosaurs and boost them up.
Yeah.
Oh, let's give these dinosaurs steroids. No, let's not do that. It's a really bad idea. I actually agree with Chris Pratt here. How about not bringing extinct creatures back, says Carla. Yes, it would be the safest thing to do. You are quite right. Unless it's a dodo bird. Could bring a dodo bird back. It's not going to cause any bother. It's not, though, is it? What bother would a dodo bird cause? Couldn't do it, though. Extinct.
Yeah.
But then again, they managed to do it in Jurassic Park, so...
Why would you bring back a dodo bird of all things?
Because I've always liked dodo birds.
The way you say it.
That's how it's
dodo.
How else do you want me to say it?
You just keep dodo birds. Just your cadence of saying it is very lyrical.
Lyrical.
Bird.
The lyrical saying of dodo bird.
See? You don't see how that sounds when you say it.
We could bring back
dodo birds.
We could
dodo
bring back
birds. Dodo birds. The lyrical soundings of the dodo birds.
A Galapagos turtles or Galapagos tortoises extinct.
Tortoises.
Yeah, tortoise.
Is that a word?
Yes. You know what I mean? Galapagos giant tortoise.
Yeah, but you said tortoise.
Well, tortoise. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm just. Are they? I don't think they're extinct.
Tortoises?
No,
Tortoises?
specifically Galapagos giant tortoises.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Not just tortoises in general. I'm perfectly aware there are many, many tortoises.
You say tortoise.
Because that's how you pronounce it. Tortoise.
Okay.
A turtle is in the sea and a tortoise is on land. When I was in primary school, there was somebody in my class who had a pet tortoise. I don't know what else you want me to say. That's actually true as well.
I always just called it a tortoise. Like we call it a tortoise, not a toise. So your toise is just throwing me off a little bit.
You also don't like how I pronounce the word squirrel. So I don't know what you want me to say.
Fair point. And you adding S's when they should be Z's to words.
Let's
I
go through.
don't like it. It's a Z.
Let's go through animals' names and how I pronounce them to how Janine thinks I should pronounce them. Do you have any other problematic ones you can think of, Janine? Is there any other issues?
Not that comes to mind at the moment, but I'll let you know.
Good. Good.
Poor toises. Do you want fancy tea set like
say penguin? Yeah, I'm not Benedict Cumberbatch. I can't actually say the word penguin.
Penguin.
Like perfectly normal. I don't say penguin.
Penguin.
The pinwings? No, penguin. It's a penguin. A penguin's a penguin. An ostrich is an ostrich. And an emu is an emu. And they're all flightless birds.
Yes.
But ostriches and emus do look a little bit like dinosaurs. Thank you, Carla, for checking. I'll say dodo birds again, though. Dodo birds.
I think you should do a whole documentary. Just narrate a documentary about dodo birds.
How can I do a documentary about dodo birds when they don't exist?
You can talk about what they were and what they
Komodo dragons. Like. They're dinosaurs. They're as close to dinosaurs as you're getting.
As we can get, yeah.
No, actually, it's not, is it? Crocodiles are close to dinosaurs. Or alligators. Now, these gyrosphere business things, presumably the field that they wheel themselves through is full of fairly... Is that Jimmy Fallon?
It is Jimmy Fallon.
God. Get him out my face.
I mean, he's on the Universal tour, so...
Is he really?
Yes. Was he not on the Universal tour when you went on the Universal tour?
No, because it wasn't Jurassic World at that point.
No, the tour, the studio tour.
Yes. But why would he be on it if he's a Jurassic World? Do you mean Jimmy Fallon, just Jimmy Fallon, or Jimmy Fallon in this movie is on it?
Jimmy Fallon, he, like how he came on this video on your thing and he's like taking you through the tour. He does the same thing on the Universal Studios tour.
Yes, but in like the Jurassic section, or just being Jimmy Fallon?
The tour that you go on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The tour in the big bus with loads of people.
Yeah.
Yes. That goes through all the sets. I know what you mean.
Yes.
But is it Jimmy Fallon playing this character or just Jimmy Fallon?
It's just Jimmy Fallon doing silly things like he's doing.
Right. See, that's
him doing it here is just him mocking what he does on the Universal tour.
Oh, I
so
see.
They're trying to
I don't remember.
They're trying to equate like this to like a Universal type tour.
I was trying to. I was just trying. I know I probably didn't pay attention to Jimmy Fallon. I was too interested in the Jaws ride. Oh, the Psycho
give
House.
these people
Oh,
hand
JMB's
controls.
found one. JMB's found one. Jaguars.
Oh my gosh. Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
100%. That's how you pronounce Jaguar. Jaguar is a British car manufacturer. So it's therefore pronounced Jaguar, not Jaguar.
Jaguar. Did you say Jaguar?
Jaguar. Let's go through all the big cats. Jaguars, lions, panthers, leopards, tigers.
Oh my.
You know what? I've never understood that. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. Where's the tigers and bears at? They're not
and you're
there.
with a lion. And you're
There's
with
one
a
lion.
Yeah. And he's
Lions.
not that scary.
And also, what weird climate does Oz have that lions, tigers, and bears can all live in the same
Just
forest?
be wandering around in the forest.
I don't trust Oz.
I mean, in a world where you have flying monkeys, I think it's a fair assessment.
I don't trust the land of Oz.
As you shouldn't.
Wizard of Oz, that'd be a good watch along. Everybody loves Wizard of Oz.
The only classic film everyone has heard of.
It is literally the only old movie everyone has seen. It's also, you go around to people, the oldest movie that the majority of people have seen is 100% The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Because they ain't going to see anything older unless they're into movies.
Yeah.
I don't think. Very few people are probably going to sit down and watch Trouble in Paradise from 1932. As great a movie as it is.
Like, she doesn't even know how old her nephews are.
Terrible, Bryce Dallas Howard.
See, how would it allow people to just take this thing way out in the middle of the freaking jungle?
I assumed it was on a track.
Yeah, no.
It's random. You can go wherever you want.
Right? Isn't that kind of stupid?
That is very stupid. Do you have a time limit? How do you know? Is it like when you hire a rowing boat on a lake and you just said you have
you
an
go
hour
back
and you get lost? Oh God, I've capsized the rowing boat. I'm drowning. I'm over the far side of the lake. It's going to take me ages. It's irresponsibility.
Yeah.
Again. I don't think that dinosaur should be in this location.
That's not on the tour. Yeah.
And then you're getting pinged around like a pinball machine. Dinosaur pinball. That's what this
Sounds
is.
like fun.
Is there a ride where you go on one of these? Because there probably should be.
I mean, it's a cool idea and concept, but yeah, it would have to be on some kind of track or something. It can't just be like roaming free.
Just put a load of people in a field. No, yeah, on a track, I mean.
Yes.
Like where you're in one. You're not safe at all.
No, you're not.
How have you got signal on Isla Nublar? That's right. How have you actually got phones?
I'm sure there's like fancy cell towers or something.
Isla Nublar Wi-Fi password. You'll get killed by a raptor. It's not the password. It's a terrible password. It's not a strong password at all. They'd never allow it.
No. But that's the least of their problems. Cybersecurity.
Make sure you've got a strong password. The dinosaurs are loose. Yeah, but the password's strong.
Yeah, no one's hacking us.
All these people are dying. Yeah, but look how safe our systems are.
No
Yeah,
viruses.
but the gates aren't safe, though, are they? No, but
we got
to
virus
be damn
protection.
sure online we are. We paid for the good antivirus software.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for the good fences, did you? No, we used all the money on data protection.
Yeah.
It does definitely need to be on a pre-programmed course. It's an idiotic idea to know. I think I've just seen a spider crawl across my light in front of me.
Oh my goodness. Maybe you should follow it. Follow the spiders.
Follow the spiders.
Why couldn't it be follow the butterfly?
So imagine if it was follow the butterflies, Ron, and you ended up a mile into the Forbidden Forest, not knowing where you are, with a giant butterfly who also wanted to kill you. You're in the exact same situation. You're not thinking logically, Ron. Every Jurassic World Park movie is the same, though, isn't it? Oh, let's go to the island. Oh, no, we got lost.
Yeah, essentially.
It's literally it must be every one of them. Because it's definitely the first three and now this one. Oh, let's go to the island. Do we know where we are?
Oh, no. We're lost. Oh, no. Dinosaurs are chasing us. Oh, no. Yeah.
Apart from the end of The Lost World, where it's weirdly on the street.
Weirdly on the street.
Like, why is a dinosaur in a house? Get back to the island.
Running the streets of San Diego.
Is that is The Lost World, isn't it?
No.
You know what all... Is it not
The Lost World? Is the Jeff... Yes, it is. Yes, the end.
It's the end of The Lost World.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about The Lost World, the silent movie from 1922, 3.
That everyone knows. Yeah.
It's the earliest dinosaur movie. You should know it. When's The Lost World from? 21? Early 20s. Definitely the 20s.
See, look, we got a little bit of practical stuff happening.
Yeah, there's not much, though, is there? It's not like Jurassic Park.
Fallen Kingdom actually has some decent practical stuff in there.
Jurassic Park, that's practical. I can't remember who I heard say this now. It was on YouTube somewhere. Where it's like, like effects in movies. Like computer effects. And special effects. You had Jurassic Park, and then you didn't get much better than Jurassic Park for ages. And many things still aren't as good as Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And Jurassic Park is nearly 30 years old.
Yeah.
I think in terms of motion capture of people were good, but still full CGI things that aren't motion captured ain't as good.
I could agree with that.
Like, there's a reason, it's just strange to me. It's strange to me. It's like, what's his face? Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean is still 100% the best CG character.
Yeah, it looks great.
That actually looks aesthetically the best.
The texturing, everything, still emoting with Bill Nye's eyes. And...
Thanos wasn't even that good. Mm-mm. It wasn't. Close.
You had so much texture on Davy Jones.
All the water as well that you have to put everywhere. Glisten. You have to make him glisten.
You have to make him emote through, Bill Nighy's eyes,
Exactly.
with just some little things on his face.
And when he
Yeah,
speaks like that, it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Davy Jones sometimes sounds like he's doing a bad impression of Noel.
That's terrible.
What are you doing? That's Davy Jones, isn't it? That's kind of Davy Jones. Thanos had so much texture on his chin. Thanos and his massive chin.
He does look like Grimace.
He does. He does. Oh dear. They should. That's what they should do. That's what I'd like to see.
Some of
the next villain,
the McDonald's friends.
The next big villain. The next big villain in Phase 4 of the MCU.
From the McDonald's friends.
No, we all think it's going to be Kang the Conqueror. No, it's the Hamburglar. It's going to be the Hamburglar who just shows up to steal some hamburgers. And in Phase 6, we finally get to Ronald McDonald himself.
Yep. It's hilarious.
And people just say, they did this so much better in that It movie from decades ago. Stupid clown. I don't like this Ronald McDonald creature. Did you ever meet Ronald McDonald, Janine? Why all of a sudden is Bryce Dallas Howard undressing?
Because he's telling her she's not dressed for this adventure. So she.
Carla agrees, I think, with Davy Jones there. Yes, it is, and there's no question about it at all.
Yes.
Did you say you'd ever meeten Ronald McDonald? You haven't meeten. What sort of grammar's that? Met, meeten.
He was kind of creepy.
Meeten rhymes with eaten. Oh, that's a surprising. Ronald McDonald was creepy, was he? Was he leering on the children? Possibly.
It was weird.
Seems exactly the kind of
it's
thing.
It's just a weird clown look.
Probably why. I think that's probably why they got rid of them.
Because they're so creepy.
I know, but you remember when, I don't know why I'm kind of into this, but when McDonald's had play areas, and it just seemed so bright and colourful, and now it's just so brown.
Brown.
Every McDonald's you come across is grey and brown.
What?
It is. You want to come to British McDonald's, then every McDonald's you come. I don't even go in them. I don't eat at McDonald's, but it's grey and brown. They are not at all colourful. There is no shred of Happy Meals or Ronald McDonald or the Hamburglar anywhere.
That sounds so sad.
There's certainly no more McDonald's play centres, but then again, the McDonald's play centre was probably a cesspit of disease.
The playpen, play place.
You don't think about that, do you? Because I'm sure we've all been to them as children. Community play centres and things, ball pits and slides and running around little courses, bashing through things and things. Yeah. Absolutely full of disease, those places. They must have been.
Shoot, look. They just walked into the Jurassic Park set. A piece of the fancy banner that goes fluttering down at the end.
Oh. No, it is. It's the abandoned building.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they see a skeleton. If you would like to see skeletons related to dinosaurs, go to your local natural history museum, where there may be one.
What's this?
If you go to a natural history museum, I don't go to McDonald's, but I promise you, the closest McDonald's to me, they're not remotely colourful.
So
they're full of greys and browns. The spider, by the way, that was on my light has now decided to plant itself on my microphone stand. Right on the boom arm.
You refuse to follow it.
There it is.
You refuse to
quite
follow
large,
it.
actually.
So now it's following you.
Let's get it on screen.
Do we have a special guest? Do we have a special guest?
Special guest, spider I've found. No, it's on the wrong side. Spider-Man. Oh no, it's fallen. It's on the laptop now.
Oh goodness.
If I get bitten and turn into Tom Holland, wouldn't mind turning into Tom Holland, actually. He does pretty well for himself. I wonder how Tom Holland's Spider-Man got bit. We don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be dating Zendaya, exactly. I mean, it's a positive. It's a significant positive of being Tom Holland, isn't it? You know what? Those two are a top tier celebrity couple as well.
Yes, they're
like to the point everybody likes them. They seem so good together. You can't. No complaints, Janine. Do you not like Tom Holland and Zendaya?
I do. They're adorable, but they're also very kind of like not flashy about it.
They're not flashy.
They're still trying to maintain their privacy, which I appreciate. So now he's taking charge. He's gonna fly this helicopter without his instructor.
Well, I wonder what's going to happen to that helicopter. It's most likely going to crash into a tree, isn't it? And then you'll be stuck up there.
Oh, Morgan.
It is. That's obviously what's going to happen. I mean, it's a Jurassic Park movie. Like I said, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite celebrity couple?
I mean,
in history. They don't have to still be together.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Jeep.
I'm trying to think of the ones that I was like really sad when they broke up.
Marie, rich person doing something reckless cliche. What a surprise. This hasn't happened in a Jurassic Park movie before. I like it when celebrities are with
regular people.
Completely, and I mean completely bland looking regular people.
Well, I mean, I thought like George Clooney and his wife, like she's just a lawyer. Like,
I know, but she's like super successful, though, isn't she?
And like, smart. Yeah.
Ridiculously intelligent.
So just like completely normal people.
Yeah, I mean, and like, oh yeah, I'm Whoever. I don't know. I'm just saying things now. Somebody. I'm Beyonce, and it's not Jay-Z that I'm with. No, it's actually Bob. He works as a financial advisor. He makes decent money to live on, but he's with me, Beyonce, that kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh!
Like, how does it even happen?
Yeah, I think like Matt Damon, he just married like this girl who worked in a bar.
I like it. I appreciate that. No flashy partner for me. I just want a regular person. You've not got it. You're going to end up in a tree. So right. So this movie
Yes.
is just they've made a theme park of where the original used to be, and it's just gone wrong again. Everything's got loose again.
Yes.
And the next movie, Fallen Kingdom, is what exactly?
So supposedly, there's been this man working in the shadows with Hammond for all these years. They came up with Jurassic Park together.
John Hammond.
Yes.
With Richard Attenborough.
James Cromwell has.
James Cromwell.
They came up with the science together and all of this, but because James Cromwell wanted to veer into things like cloning and stuff, that's where the divide happened between the two of them.
Right.
So, after all this goes to shit, there's apparently an active volcano that's going to kill all of these dinosaurs that are now just here. So, they want to send a team out to go and move the dinosaurs to a safer island.
He didn't end up in a tree.
But
I didn't think it'd be that extreme, to be honest. I thought we'd have a bit of survival from him first.
Yeah. Like it was made this big old thing of him flying and all of this, and he thought he was like this big action thing, and then he just...
That was an anticlimax.
Yes. So yes, Fallen Kingdom is a mission to get the dinosaurs.
To move the dinosaurs, I see. Them.
But
is that why Jeff Goldblum's back involved?
But there's sinister plans afoot that caused some problems with that.
And then Dominion is supposed to be... We don't know, obviously, but...
I mean...
It's not come out yet.
I'm sure you really don't care about spoilers, do you?
No.
We have a Wormtail son being very Wormtail-esque, so...
Ooh. Rafe Spall.
Yeah. Like you're supposed to like believe that he's not evil, but he doesn't do a very good job.
What's this in
Fallen Kingdom?
Yes. So where does it leave us now with Dominion, though?
Well, the sinister plan ends up being not to take... Well, some people think the plan is to take them to another island. But another plan is to bring them all to America and auction them off for Vincent D'Onofrio type use.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
Who wouldn't want to own a dinosaur to get rid of their rival whatevers? Or
what? Do you have a dispute with your neighbor over the hedgerow? Buy a velociraptor.
No, but like
To
big
murder
Russian.
them.
No, but like big Russian like country like
Oh, I thought
or
it was
like,
like little tiny
no,
little town auctions. We just like,
no,
like real
like
cattle auctions with the dude.
big criminal organization
I
type
see.
things or things like that.
I'd like to think it was more the like cattle auction with the dude going,
No,
that's about 3, 1, 2, 5. $5.
no,
$5 for all this Joe
Dobby does not make a very good auctioneer.
Dobby.
No,
That wasn't Dobby. That was Porky Pig.
no, Toby Jones is the auctioneer, and he's not doing any fun, fast talking type thing.
Oh,
This dinosaur auction. Look, Jimmy Buffett running with his margaritas.
excuse me.
There's a Margaritaville in this little area, and you see Jimmy Buffett run away holding 2 margaritas.
I can't.
Best cameo.
Best cameo ever. Jimmy Buffett.
Running out of a Margaritaville with 2 margaritas.
This might be a stupid question, but is Jimmy Buffett related to Warren Buffett?
I mean, maybe. Oh my gosh, the babies.
This is also why you don't have flying dinosaurs.
Right?
Because they will just fly anywhere.
And lift
can
things
fly.
and attack things.
Idiocy. Oh, there you go. There's a person.
And this is like terrible. This poor babysitter has suffered following these kids and this whole time. Like, she wasn't the best babysitter. She was always on her phone and stuff, but
no, it's a bit extreme, this, isn't it?
Yes. Fun fact. This is the first woman to ever be killed in a Jurassic Park movie.
What a ridiculously extreme death.
Right? And it's so mean-spirited. Like, she didn't deserve this. If it was like Vincent D'Onofrio's character, maybe. But
that is way too over the top for extreme. Its own good.
It's very mean-spirited to this lady who was just this ill-suffering babysitter.
Jimmy Buffett and Warren Buffett are not related. So says J&B Anne Marie.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Right, so is Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville? Because it's like I don't think I've ever been in one. Because they're not obviously here.
Yeah. He wrote the song.
Are they like a fake? Are they like one of those fake restaurants like Bubblegum Shrimp?
Kind of. I mean, yeah,
come from a movie, or that's come from a concept and just became a real thing.
Yes, I believe so. I went to one in Vegas. And it's very much the style of like a bubblegum. The food feels like things from a freezer that they just reheat.
It's really bad, overpriced food.
It's fine. And a variety of margaritas, which aren't bad.
Oh, Bryce Dallas Howard does not look like she wants to kiss Chris Pratt there.
Because he surprised her. It was not scripted.
That'd be why.
It's very much the kiss from between Vanessa Kirby and The Rock in Hobbs and Shaw.
I do not remember that.
I just remember it being very awkward because she also had a very awkward kiss with Tom Cruise in the latest Mission Impossible movie. So I'm like, is it just Vanessa Kirby or is it just these men who are like very handsome and attractive and
I'll be honest with you,
charismatic, but they seem to play kind of asexual in their movies.
Yeah, they're just The Rock has never come across as romantic.
He's never very romantic in his movies.
No.
So yeah, is it just Vanessa Kirby? Is it Vanessa Kirby having to kiss these men who are attractive and charismatic but don't really play up the
Possibly, yeah.
attractive, the romance. Because yeah, her kisses with both of them in those two films was just very weird, and it looked.
I mean,
kinda like that.
I have seen that Hobbs and Shaw movie, but I don't remember that. And to think of The Rock kissing someone is
It's
an
just
alien
weird.
thought to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense in my mind. I don't know how his mouth would even move that way.
Okay, Zangief from Street Fighter.
I bet, do they have people playing Chris Pratt in Universal these days?
Yeah, I think there's like an Owen Grady type guy who, when the blue comes out and they're doing
Yeah.
the like thing, little
They're
demonstration
doing
with the
they're
person,
doing the
with the person in the blue.
that you've still not sent me a message on who that individual is,
Oh.
by the way.
Also, here, this is where you get all the like, he's cool. Did you see that? Oh yeah, by the way, he's cool.
JMB was not expecting to hear the Street Fighter reference, you know.
See, like, I'm not leaving you. Can we stay? No, we want to stay with him. Did you just see what she did? She saved his ass from a thing that was all eaten on him. She kicked it, shot it, and looked all cool. But you're like, no, Chris Pratt, we want to stay with you because you're so cool. Oh, messed up.
Night Vision Vincent D'Onofrio looks weird. I'm very interested to know who this individual is. And how other people are, but we can't share it publicly.
I mean, I think people can.
That's quite funny.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd go as far as to say that's hilarious.
Because like we ran into them wearing like a black like unitard thing, and we're like, oh, what are you going to go do? And they were like, oh,
And you're like, I gotta go play Blue. Blue the Raptor.
So then we're watching it later. We're like, yep.
There
like,
they are.
It looks pretty good, but it's just funny when you know who it is in there. So now that there's
I
kind
think
of no
I think they should hire. I think they should hire me for the Wizarding World. I think I'd be
Why?
good
What
at
would
that.
you do? Would you be the train conductor?
No, I think I'd make a good wand seller.
Because I think all the people they hire for that, they don't care if they're British, but like if they actually have a British person who has a nice accent, like
that's why I think I'd be a good wand seller.
Oh, you'd be good at that.
Because I could take time and go. I do my best John Hurt impression.
Oh, not that one.
No, definitely not. Furious. I wonder, and just say things like that.
Yeah. So does that mean when you move to LA, you're gonna get your start working it?
Well, yeah, you know, but expensive. Can't be doing that. Not feasible.
But you'll be famous. You'll be famous, the famous wizard guy.
The famous wizard guy.
Who says tortoise like tortoise.
Who earns probably less than I do now working that in a way more expensive place.
Well, just see it as like a summer gig.
No.
No.
Seatbelts? We don't need seatbelts. We've just
where we're going. We
battled
don't need
where we're going. We don't need dinosaurs. Again, it'd be a good watch along, Janine.
Yeah, perhaps.
Everybody likes it. Do people not like Back to the Future? Do those people exist? Really? I know it's kind of overly popular to like Back to the Future, and it's a little bit
I think people either love it or they like. I don't know. Like I think it's a thing that everyone's seen. Do you think?
It must be. Kind of has to be, doesn't it? Mind you, some people think that about Star Wars, and some people haven't seen Star Wars.
That is true.
It is true. It is true.
Oh, this brotherly bond. Would you take care of your brother like this if you were?
He'd have to
trapped on
take
a
care of me. He's
dinosaur
far more
island?
capable of doing this sort of stuff than I am.
Are you serious?
He's far more capable of doing this sort of stuff. Well, I mean, he's probably not. He's far more physically capable of doing this sort of stuff than I am, but he probably wouldn't want to do
Probably
it.
just-
I don't know.
He'd probably just leave you.
No, I don't think he would.
Mm-hmm. All right, he's getting his betas ready.
JB says, I think Back to the Future is starting to get old enough that younger generations haven't seen it. Ever so slowly moving out of the collective consciousness. It's probably true there, really, because to be fair, it hasn't had a legacy sequel, which is mildly surprising.
Yeah.
So I think
I don't know. I don't think it could happen. But...
no. Let's not do that. Well, no, it couldn't happen, could it? Because no.
I mean, Christopher Lloyd did a movie recently. He did a movie.
Christopher Lloyd.
He
Is
did a movie just last
90.
year.
I know he
did a
did, but
movie
he's
last
definitely aggressively old. I just think people deserve to just lie down when they reach a certain age, you know? I don't think they need to be dragged out to do a legacy sequel.
Unless they really
in the
want
mid-80s and things like that.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, look how cool he is. Show me how cool he is. He's freaking riding with raptors and leading them.
This is why around this time people were constantly banging on about him playing Indiana Jones, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was this movie that put that into the consciousness.
That was why.
See? You don't need to tell us he's a badass. He's doing something badass. It's cool enough.
I'll beat you over the head with it, Ginny.
Yeah.
You know what movies are like.
Show, don't tell.
It was something Top Gun Maverick avoided incredibly, was the lack of beat you over the headness about everything.
Yeah.
They
would just do something cool and you saw it. That was it.
The correct way of doing a legacy sequel. We did talk. We were actually talking about a little bit about Top Gun Maverick on
our
Monday Madness on Monday. Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a good point. I'm still thinking about that Back to the Future thing. Maybe it is
not as popular.
Maybe it is. People are starting to fade away. I mean, look, that idea, that concept is the exact reason that It's a Wonderful Podcast was started in the first place. Because it was started as just the main show to celebrate old movies and to show them to people who were thinking that movies started with Jaws and Star Wars.
Yeah.
And they didn't, did they? Movies started in the movies started in the early 1890s, Janine. Would you like me to tell you the story of the
I'm good.
kinetograph and things like that?
I'm good. So yes, that thing is part raptor because it is a mix of a bunch of crap. So
Part raptor.
So he's speaking to the raptors.
No.
So now they're like, oh, we ain't
Where's
listening
Alan
to you
Grant?
no more. We ain't listening to you no more, Daddy Pratt.
Daddy Pratt. We're not calling him that. Also, Alan Grant's going to be no use in Dominion because Alan Grant knows things about dinosaurs that actually existed, not some weird mutated dinosaur.
But
He's
if
not
they
going to have a
parts of
damn
other
clue.
things.
I wonder if Alan Grant's been keeping up on the expanses in paleontology in his years away from the Jurassic Park franchise.
Like, what are you doing now, Alan Grant?
You did have movies before Star Wars, Delisha. I know it's a bit shocking to hear. They do actually exist.
Really?
Yes,
No
they
idea.
do.
That's too fascinating.
They do actually exist. I think in my kind of way, It's a Wonderful Podcast probably directly started because I was kind of seeing that attitude of younger movie fans not going back and watching movies. You know, like, oh, my favorite movie came out last year, my favorite movie ever. I'm like, no, it didn't. It's the best movie of all time. Of all time.
Is it though? Really?
Of all
Have you
time.
seen the movie? Yeah.
Right, okay. Have you ever seen that movie? Oh no, I don't watch movies before I was born. Oh, that's good. Yes, you close your mind off.
They just blew up a raptor.
So that's what it was like. I think I actually had a conversation with somebody that said I don't watch movies from before I was born, and it just made me want to throw up. So I started It's a Wonderful Podcast, and look where we are now.
Yes.
And you know me, I am the kind of person that if I have a conversation and somebody says something like that, I will just go in the face.
Oh my god.
I'll just look at them with rage, seething rage. I actually think all of my favourite movies are from before I was born.
Really?
I'd go as far as to say all of my favourite movies are from 20 years before I was born, at least. I don't think I've got one of my favourite movies that's probably this side of the mid-70s.
Are you serious?
Maybe Shrek, actually. As far as favourite movies go, Shrek.
I've shown you some
Shrek and She's the Man. To be fair.
Some random picks.
As far as favourite movies go, Shrek and She's the Man. I'll give those to you.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
But no, not She's the Man. I do like She's the Man, but I'm overhyping She's the Man. I'm overhyping my love of She's the Man.
It seems like you do kind of love She's
I
the Man.
do love She's the Man. I do. But to call it one of my favourite movies ever is a little bit extreme. But to call Shrek that is not extreme. Kind of Harry Potter. Let's not forget about Harry Potter. But then again, it's more the world, really, isn't it? An awful lot of my favourite movies are from significantly before I was born, as you might expect.
Yeah.
With me. Next on a watch along, Morgan's favourite movie, Showgirls. I don't think we could get away with watching something like Showgirls.
Yeah, I don't know.
Should we do one of Showgirls? I think that'd be great, actually. It'd just be me sat there going,
like, what? Yeah, Elizabeth Berkley's acting is.
No, it's a ridiculous movie. I've seen it once. It's a ridiculous movie.
This is very odd.
I don't think I could handle watching it again, just for weirdness reasons.
Can you imagine doing a watch along with that?
Why is it so
weird,
unbelievably intensely over the
top? I don't know.
How do you move like that?
I mean, Paul
Why are
Verhoeven,
you
he's
moving
like
like that? Why
he
are you
usually makes fun of
flapping
those
about
things.
in that pool? Is that the right? Is that Showgirls where they're flapping about in that pool?
Yes.
You can't even
That's-
do that in water at that speed. There's water involved.
Yeah, it's not very attractive at all.
Very little of Showgirls is genuinely attractive.
It's just very odd, like what people are
It's
doing and
very
saying
odd.
and how they're acting, the acting choices. Like he just let her do whatever, and she was just like, okay.
You'd be better off doing a watch along of me dancing like Elizabeth Berkley from Showgirls and just seeing what people think of that.
Would you be wearing the same outfit?
No, I'd have to be wearing full clothes, but I wouldn't be wearing nothing. Because I mean, there's no. She barely wears outfits in the movie, if we're being honest.
Yeah. I got a message that Brianna's tuning in. She can't chat, but she's watching. So hi, Brianna.
Hello. It's very nice. Hope you're well, Brianne. I see you on Instagram.
He tries to have this moment, and she's like, "Oh,
I don't want to kiss you." What would be some other slightly inappropriate watch-along movies that I think could actually work? I think it could work as a watch-along. But
what,
I wouldn't want to do.
Showgirls?
Yeah, but I wouldn't really want to do it.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are just kind of uncomfortable to watch. Now you really just want to think of things to do comfortable watch-alongs on.
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions in the chat.
But ones that would be like actually somewhat decent watch-alongs, but like they'd be fun. Like, because you can imagine it'd be fun if you had a good chat. If we had a nice chat,
yeah,
it'd be hilarious.
And then just do it.
I don't know. Tim Curry's Clue wouldn't be a bad watch-along.
I love that movie.
Don't like that it's called Clue.
You haven't seen it.
Clue.
Not
it's
Cluedo.
Called Cluedo.
Why is it called Cluedo?
Because that's how it's called. Where's the game from, Janine?
Yeah. Britishy people.
It's a joke on Ludo. You know the game Ludo?
No.
That you probably don't even call Ludo because you're weird. Ludo, the game where you go around and you're all different colours. Ludo. It's a joke on the game Ludo. That's why it's called Cluedo.
I don't know what Ludo is.
Yes, you do.
What do you specifically do in the game?
And you don't.
What,
you just roll a dice and.
Is it sorry?
Is what? What? What are you talking about?
Sorry. We have a game called Sorry with colored pieces on a board. Like, that's the only thing I can think of.
Right.
What do the pieces look like?
Ludo.
Oh, yeah, we don't have that. I don't know. What
yes, you do. It's like not having snakes and ladders.
It shoots them.
Parcheesi.
Okay.
Ludo's Parcheesi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's all this shoots business? I've always thought this. What's all this
snakes and ladders?
Snakes and ladders. You slide down the snake. Why do Americans?
I think you just made that up.
I did not make that up. Why do Americans have to sanitize everything to make it a shoot because snakes are too scary for children. Probably.
Is it really snakes?
It is
Sounds like
one. Yes, it is Snakes and Ladders. That's what the game's called.
I think it just makes more sense. Like chutes, you're sliding down chutes and then going up ladders. It's
No,
like the best way to go up and down. But what does a snake have to do with anything? Even if that's really what it is.
Because you slip down the snake.
But what is the snake in comparison to a ladder? Those are
Snakes
these two
ladders.
things. That's weird.
Snakes
snakes can go up or down.
No.
Chutes.
You slide down the snake. I genuinely think it's another stupid reason.
I don't think you could actually slide down the snake.
Why it was called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, it's because for some reason American marketers thought American children
No, I think
just
snakes
idiots.
and ladders is stupid because snakes is not a typical thing you slide on. At least a chute.
You don't slide down a chute, do you? When was the last time you slid down a chute? What is it, a laundry chute?
When I was pretending I was Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
A chute? It sounds like. Do you know what a chute is? Do you know what a chute is? It's the thing that Veruca Salt fell down when she... Shut up, Brandon.
Wow.
It's the same thing Veruca Salt felt that when she went into the furnace. That's a chute.
So it's something you can slide down. Who
people,
normally
it's not
slides
for
down
people,
a snake?
though, is it?
Well, neither is a snake.
Snakes come across people all the time.
But majority of snakes are not big enough for a whole ass human to slide down. You try sliding down one of those little garden snakes and see how that works out for you.
I have done. It was fun.
You slid down a garden snake.
Yes.
Okay, Morgan. Whatever you say. Okay, you're missing this big fight.
See, J&B has a big snake. He slides down all the time. Oh shoot, there's a snake. Gonna climb up that ladder. That's the point. These snakes and ladders, I don't know what the issue is. Okay. Checkers. Checkers isn't called checkers either. It's called drafts.
What?
You know, like draft beer. How do you spell draft beer, actually? Because you definitely spell it with an F, don't you?
What are you?
GHT.
Yeah, yours looks like drought.
Looks like drought.
But you say draft.
Draft. And that's how drafts, as in checkers, is spelled as well.
Everything over there is like Ian Griffin.
It is, yes, it is. No, I'll type it out. Drafts is checkers. There you go. There it is in the chat. Drafts, and that's all how you spell draft beer.
That's so weird. Weird. Makes no sense.
So, less of the American, please, Brandon. We had this before with tortoise.
Tortoise. Stop saying it like that.
Some people, if they've got quite thick accents, pronounce it toy-toise.
Toy-toise.
They do.
I can hear that in a British accent. All right, here it is. Big moment.
Oh, running in heels. I see.
Well, what can we get that's big enough to fight the Indominus Rex? Because these rappers can't do it alone. Yeah, a flare. Exactly. How did you know?
She looks like she's going to a particularly intense sporting event.
So there were discussions of me.
Aluminium. There you go. There's another one.
Yeah. There were conversations, Brandon, do you remember, of me replicating the scene for your channel? But it never happened. But I would have been down for the effort, the opportunity to try.
No. You know what? It's impressive that you've got to. It might have been made fun of for the last 7 years or however long, but you've got to be impressed by the fact that Bryce Dallas Howard is able to run at that pace wearing them.
Yeah. And with that type of coordination, you know.
Oh, now it's dinosaur fight off. It's, what is it? T-Rex versus stupid one.
Yes. With the Raptors coming in for the assist.
The assist. So tee them up. Tee the balls up. All this movie's missing now is King Kong. Where's King Kong when you want him?
Oh my gosh.
King Kong would sort this out right now. And then probably fall in love with Bryce Dallas Howard all the while he does it. King Kong.
It's not Godzilla.
We don't want Godzilla. We want Godzilla. Godzilla just destroys everything. King Kong is a god. Godzilla's not a god. Godzilla's a danger to society.
Why is it in his name? He's
got
God in his name.
I don't know, because King Kong's the one who's worshipped as a god. Godzilla, well, depending on which version of Godzilla.
Brandon is very offended. T-Rex running through that Spinosaurus skeleton. Disrespectful. The only way T-Rex can beat a Spinosaurus is if it's a skeleton.
Spinosaurus are scary.
Facts, yes.
Spinosaurus are very scary.
Brandon, huge fan of Jurassic Park 3. It's his favorite.
I like Jurassic Park 3. I said before, I used to watch Jurassic Park 3 an awful lot as a child. Terrified of that scene on the runway. You know that scene on the runway where the Spinosaurus bursts out of the forest and eats that one dude? Terrified.
Yes. Teamwork. Now, when Blue ran in very dramatically, just picture that person I sent you their name as Blue.
Yes. Is that stupid sea monster? What's it called? Yes. Mosasaur?
Something like the Mosasaur, yeah.
How's that got out?
Because the gate's broken. That one little short gate was supposed to keep it from jumping.
Just a hyped up dolphin.
Yes. So it's got a nice little snack.
No, I'm afraid it's a more impressive dinosaur-related fights in the 30s than that one.
Like the stop motion type of fights?
Yes, like in King Kong, which is a great movie.
They give each other.
I just don't know why you don't like King Kong, Jenny.
I'm not saying I don't.
What's wrong with King Kong? Why do you not like it?
Don't speak of the Meg. That was terrible.
Oh, it's a ridiculous movie.
When Raoul made us
Jesus.
watch the Meg. Do you remember that?
I will never, ever, ever, ever forget the fact that
we were forced to watch the Meg.
It was in, where was it? What's the place called?
Oh, the Cinerama Dome.
Cinerama Dome.
Which is no longer there. I think they closed it when COVID.
Yes.
Rampant.
Which makes it even worse. The Cinerama Dome on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles. One of the most iconic cinemas.
Beautiful, yeah.
In the history of cinemas. Certainly the biggest, by far, screen I've ever remotely been anywhere near. I watched one movie there, and it was The Meg.
I'm sorry, Morgan.
And it's just depressing, that fact, especially the fact that the cinema's no longer in operation.
Yeah.
Somebody needs...
Maybe at least if there was a chance that you could see something different there one day, but no, not so much.
J&B, I would love to do a Maltese Falcon watch-along. I don't think anybody would show up. As good as the Maltese Falcon is, I'd also like to point out that when I did go watching the Meg, it was certainly not my decision. Nor was it, I believe, your decision, Janine. Nor was it, I
No,
believe,
it's
Brandon's
definitely not.
decision.
It would definitely
We
was not.
were all there under duress. Going, oh God, oh God. Oh, I can't with this movie. Why am I here? Isn't this cinema screen nice though? Yeah, it's very nice, but I wish I wasn't watching this movie on it.
Yeah.
J&B, you're throwing out just outstanding movies here. Would people show up for the Maltese Falcon watch-along and a watch-along of Errol Flynn's Robin Hood?
Doubtful.
I'd like to think they would. But reality
I don't
tells me
think-
that they wouldn't.
Probably not. Probably.
I
not.
love them. I love both of them. And Errol Flynn's Robin Hood, I mean, it's a feel-good, fun movie as well.
Yeah.
Fun for all the family. Errol Flynn's Robin Hood. Not Errol Flynn himself, of course. I'm drunk most of the time.
All right, Rexy, do your thing. Close out.
Well, Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
And they made sure to show you the scratches so you know that it's the same one. They look at you like, yeah, I don't care. All right, are you ready to now on your own?
Well, I'll watch Fallen. I've watched that now. I'll watch Fallen Kingdom, and I'll go and watch Dominion. But if only for the original cast, because that was rather. I just didn't feel things. Like I said before, Jurassic Park is an adventure horror movie. That's just a summer action movie. Just happens to be based around Jurassic, which yes is nice. You like the dinosaurs, but it doesn't have any style to it. Fair. It's just a continuation of a franchise with very little in there to actually continue in terms of character.
Well, Fallen Kingdom was very kind of annoying, so
I'll probably like Fallen. I'll probably say Fallen Kingdom, bold movie, liked it.
Yeah, it definitely makes some bold choices, if you can say that. But yeah, so that was Jurassic World, Morgan's first time watch.
I mean, it was fun. It's a fun movie. It was a fun movie. I can acknowledge that it was a fun movie. It's just when you like me, are used to the Jurassic Parks. You're becoming.
Yes.
I don't know. It felt very 2015.
Fair point.
But I had fun on the watch along. It's been a very fun watch along.
Yes. Thank you for everyone who stopped by. And
yes, we've had a nice good chat today as well.
Yeah.
Always fun. As you will notice at the bottom on our little thing, we have our Twitters and our Patreon on there as well. There is a link in the description to the Patreon and to the little donation page if you want to do anything that way. We certainly do not ask for it. We just say it is there.
Yes.
It would mean a great deal if you are feeling particularly generous, though, of course. But yes, we do live on this channel, Janini. It's a Wonderful Podcast YouTube channel. Here with the watch-alongs, with the live discussions, and now, of course, starting on Monday with Monday Madness in video format as well. Those are our regular things on this YouTube channel. We are, of course, mainly, though, on the It's Wonderful Podcast feed, which is everywhere podcasts can be found, and that is Monday Madness on a Monday, starting on Monday. Morgan hasn't seen on a Wednesday, and the main show, It's a Wonderful Podcast, on a Friday. You can find the show on Twitter at It's a Wonderful One. That's down at the bottom as well. Find me on Twitter at The Purple Don with a 3 instead of the E in the because, Janine.
3 is the magic number.
On Instagram at Just the Purple Dawn. All your dinosaur-related stuff is where.
You can find me at Janine Devine _ on Twitter, Janine Devine on Instagram and TikTok. If you want to get any merch for any of our shows, we have a new merch store on Teespring, link in the description below. And if you want to purchase any of my art in print form, you can find that at my Big Cartel shop, g9design.bigcartel.com.
Well, there we go. Unfortunately, I didn't quite have time to change the sign in the background, so it still says the danger zone instead of saying something Jurassic related.
Dinosaur-y.
Which it probably should have done.
I don't think you have enough letters
realized.
It's okay.
There we go. Janine, I think there's only one thing left to do. Please do it in an impression of a dinosaur. Oh, what a horrible noise.
You asked for it.
Bye. Oh, God.